he was one of Babs's 4 artists. And so we begin a conversation. I really like him. He's a humble kid. He's very switched on musically. And at this point, we don't even know he can sing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Riga was a pure rapper at that point. But his lyrics are fresh, is whatever. But I also love that he was so young. Like, I was like, oh man, we can do something with this. And so that's how Riga joined the stable.
Keys of Life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that album is so monumental in terms of the history of jazz music in Kenya.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
You know, like, so how it was for me can only be looked backwards, because I think how I'm set up as a person, and I'm trying to be better at it the older I get, is I live so futuristically, yeah. So for me, I'm always on like, my mind is always shifting to the next thing, right? And that's not a good thing, by the way. So I've been trying to learn to be in the moment and
be present.
Yeah, be present, because you might never have this moment again. You know, so be present. So at that point, I'd not developed this specific skill.
You had moved on.
Yeah. So for me, I'm like it was just what's the next best thing we can do? Oh, let's do Aroro. We need a piano album. Let's do that. And so Aroro put together an album. We branded him as an artist and released his music. I'm not thinking about what it means in the general scheme of things.
Yeah.
Because you're just trying to...
The greatness of that moment hasn't hit you.
It hasn't. Yeah. You're just trying to do what's next. But then we do know that this is Kenya's first piano record. Because we, so we, at least we're branding that way. We're like Kenya's first saxophone record, Kenya's first piano album. Yeah, but we're not thinking hard about it. We're just like, that's a cool adventure. Let's take that path and see where it leads. Right?
And do the best with it.
And do the best we can.
Yeah.
And do the best we can. And Aroro, it's not a demo, eh? My guy. That was a full album. Aroro Banamaze did an interview, where he's saying, yeah, my first album is Alfajiri. But I mean, I do work on some other demos in Kenya. And like, demo, you guy, that thing was feeding you, man. Nilirudishia pesa zangu.
It's so funny. It's true. Even when I interviewed him on CTA, I was like, Aroro, Keys of Life, brother. Like, I distributed that thing.
Yeah, while we were hustling, bana.
It's like, and Alfajiri is where I became me.
Yeah. And remember, we had bought the CD duplicator.
Yeah.
So that machine is running hot, bana. Then now we have to bandilia those stickers. And there's a whole production unit, and then packing the CDs, working the sleeves in. That was an album, my guy. Well, ain't no demo. When you launched it, did you say you launched a demo? I hope he sees this.
Yeah, he's gonna get
Make sure you tag the guy.
That's hilarious. Okay. You and Mwendi.
So me and Mwendi.
But this is 204.
Yeah, this is
204.
yeah. So at this point, Mwendi is in South Africa. She's doing her masters. So so that year we are not together. She's in.
Wow.
I mean, we're together, but she's not in the country.
Yeah.
But we're engaged now and planning a wedding at the same time.
Okay.
So a lot is happening in that period of time.
Yeah.
We're planning our wedding. Wendy's in SA. I'm trying to build up a business, trying to keep up with my bills.
Yeah. Was the music paying, by the way? Were you beginning to see fruits?
Yeah, we were. Yeah. So, I mean, we're making music from sales. Now we started doing events. So we're making money from events as well. We still have the occasional jingle job coming in, and we're able to produce a jingle or whatever for whoever.
Is the music bringing in the jingles, or is the studio now bringing in the jingles?
Yeah, I think our work as producers is bringing in the jingle work, or making us more attractive to jingle.
Okay.
The advertising agency world, right? Because and also we're very keen to we tried as much as we could to do audio tags and brand our production. So mention of Kijiji, village music, or whatever, just so people can draw the dots, because the music was so varied.
Yes.
There was no style. We definitely didn't have a style. So it's almost like
you're doing hip hop in the morning.
Those same guys who do jazz are the same guys who do hip hop. And slow jams and Afro
and worship.
So we try to brand it as much as possible.
Would you still take that same route of the diversity?
I would. I don't think it was the most. I don't think it was the most. Yeah, I would, because that's who I am, right? So, like, I don't see myself forcing myself to stick in one lane creatively. Take a pause.
Yeah. I don't want to leave out anything. Okay, we continue. So I'm understanding now Mwendi is doing her master's in essay, or she's in essay, and then Mavuno is doing this thing. The music is beginning to work.
Yeah, it's beginning to work.
Yeah.
It's beginning to work.
The jingle business is coming in. So from a personal perspective now, what's happening?
So I think at this point, well, musically, for myself, I hit the decade point around this point, where I've been recording and doing music professionally for 10 years. So this is about. Oh, this has to be like.
No, Kanjii.
No, that's like 07, eh?
Yeah.
I forwarded too far.
Yeah, forward. Because Mavuno Worship, then I think is actually next.
I forwarded too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the next thing is Mavuno Worship. The next thing is Mavuno Worship. So Aaron and I, we love writing. That has always been a passion of ours, and so we just started writing tunes. And I think the first song we wrote by there was Under the Rock.
Wow.
And just started doing it at church, and the response was amazing, and we're like, okay.
If you know that you have been delivered, and if you know His love has set you free, then let me hear you make some Jesus noise. This is a very simple song we sing at Mavuno. It's called Under the Rock. Shangwe na vigelegele.
Lord, you heard my cry and my call for help, and you answered me and you saved me. Lord, you heard my cry and my call for help, and you answered me and you saved me. My God, my rock, my shield of strength, may I call on you to my defense. My God, my rock, my shield of strength, may I call on you to my defense. Tulia, moyo wangu, Yesu ndiye ngao yangu. Tulia, moyo wangu, Yesu ndiye ngao yangu. I am under the rock, and it's higher than me. I
then, you know, I think we talked to Pastor M, and Pastor M was 100% on board. He's like, man, let's do.
So you told him what? Let's
do a worship project. Oh, wait. No. The worship project is slightly later. When he comes back, we get married. And so this time, you know, so Live at the Village has not begun, but I'm doing like at least the events. The reason I started doing events was to launch my artist product, right? But then now I'm also starting to do my own gigs and you know, a wedding here, whatever. Just trying to build my own artistry using the Villagers Band. Then when he comes back, you know, we get married. You know, the wedding, you know, was a very musical wedding because it's all Kijiji is there. And all Kijiji is singing on the worship team is Silayo, is Aaron, Helen is playing sax, the twins, like it was a cheesy.
That's crazy.
Everyone was there. It was such a party.
Crazy.
It was so much fun. And here's a funny story for our wedding. I don't even know if you know this. So, because when guys ying, I want to yang, everyone was expecting me to do a song. I'm Kanjii at the wedding, do a song. So hey, you're gonna sing for Wendy? Yeah. Then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna sing.
Because guys wanted to sing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sing. Then Wendy has a surprise for me, which is this beautiful poem she's written. She presents it. It's beautiful, but now it's for Machozi. It's so wonderful. Uko bana maze, as Pastor M is talking, I start signaling a row. Wait, bana. Aaron is like, what? I'm like.
Play some keys.
And so I just go and chukua the mic and sing, but I don't know, I know the chords. He's making it up as we go.
So you're Jack.
You know, but yeah, Wendy knows it. It was quite funny, but I was like, hey, I succumb to pressure.
You know, I joined Kijiji 5 days before you got married.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, literally it was that season, eh?
Yeah. 5 days before you got. That's how I remember it. Because I only came to Mushai Drive once. And then we came to Mushai Drive the second time when you were introducing the whole crew.
Yes. And then
it had moved.
Then we moved now to Ngong Road, to Navasha Road.
Yeah. And there are a lot of artists. In fact, I think that's a good then segue into the hip hop if you're getting married.
Yes. I'm trying to think. Was it Riga came first?
For sure. Sifa.
Okay, so Riga comes. No. Riga doesn't come. An artist called, a producer called Babs comes. And I loved, super confident, walks into the studio and he tells me he has the 4 top hip hop artists in Kenya. I was like, tell me more.
That's what he tells you.
Yeah. And he did. And he played me song after song after song. I was like, this is wild. So he was trying to figure out what can we do together.
Yeah.
And they were, every one of them was top notch. All of them was top notch. Like, of the 4, I think Riga was the one who was the least of the 4.
Yes.
I can't remember their names now.
Yeah.
But they were all from that Kibera area, and he was producing in his bedroom, and like dope beats. The only problem is, he wasn't a believer, and 3 of his artists were not. So I didn't know what to do with that. I was like, for me, we want
a Christian label.
Well, we weren't overtly Christian as far as like putting out like only Christian music, but we were faith-based, right? And all of us were believers, strong believers. And it was our faith that was our central part of our lives. So it would be a very uncomfortable place for someone on a regular, like this is just my place. So I was like, I didn't know, and at that point I didn't know what to do with that. Maybe now I would do something different, but then I was like, Babs, I love you. I love your. He was confident, leaning on cocky. Yeah, because he's like, yeah, man. Like, I mean, yeah, you listen and tell me those are not the best guys. And I was like, yeah, you know what? They're the best guys I've had. So somehow we got into a conversation about Riga. Riga was 17 at the time, so he was a minor. So his mom had to sign his contract.
Okay.
And I was like, I love this kid, man. And that time now, Davey is now part of the Davey's part of the crew at this point. And I listened to it and I was like, yeah, no, I think we can do something with him. And I don't know. So I've never ventured into hip hop. I don't know the second thing about hip hop at this point.
You hadn't done the. Oh, that maybe was Mandogo Digital, but probably wasn't done at Kijiji.
What's that?
Because that's DNG.
Oh, that's yeah. Oh yeah. So DNG was. So DNG, I wasn't super involved in the production.
Okay.
Yeah, I did BGVs.
Oh, and a chorus here and there.
Yeah, a chorus here and there.
Okay, but you didn't give guidance.
No.
Okay.
So that was actually Aaron and me. I think some of those songs are masterpieces in hip hop.
Mpenzi.
Yeah, Mpenzi was wild, man. It was such a good song, man.
It was good.
Then majority of my album was recorded at Kanjii studio called Kijiji Records. And there I worked with different producers. I worked with, of course, Kanjii himself. He's a very good engineer. And Kanjii has a great ear for music.
So how did you even connect with Kanjii and Kijiji?
I'd started going to, I believe, if I'm not wrong, I'd started going to Mavuno at the time. My chronology is a bit mixed up because, I think it's through Baptist connection or with Kinawamai and crew or Mavuno. So I can't remember which came first. But anyway, I found Kijiji Records very convenient because it's near Ngumo. It's on Mushai Drive. It was on Mushai Drive, and so I could walk to the studio. And then the Kijiji. So what Kanjii did, he'd create a space for other producers who didn't have studios per se to walk in and produce. So like I worked with Aaron, Crucial Keys Rimbui. He's the guy who produced Mpenzi. He produced a song called Hero. Father.
My best song of that album.
I love that song too. I wanna thank you now. It has a beautiful, he's very skilled with melody.
Father, I wanna thank you now. Father, I wanna praise you now. I lift your name on high and glorify your name. I give you exaltation and lift your name high.
Yo, you're my soldier, but I'm beaten up by the weather. So surviving like an alligator. Kweli mimi nimeona mengi, miaka yangu mifupi nimekula chumvi nyingi. Tega sikio nikusimulie hadithi, si mimi nilitunga, kwa nini ushahidi? Mimi huyo Yesu akaniokoa na kunituma kusema nimeokoka. Kwa furaha siku sita siku ngoja, haya yote miaka miwili iliyopita. Papo hapo nikakumbwa na shida, mimi sijui ni nini ilifanyika. Mimi nikalemewa, wokovu ukanishinda. Injili nilikuwa karibu kuiacha. Hapo ndipo Mola alipokuja, akanipa uwezo, akanielekeza.
I wanna thank you now. Father, I wanna praise you now. I lift your name on high and glorify your name.
crucial keys. And then I'd started attending these events for the village. So Kanjii used to do this thing called the village where he'd do live music. So I really liked what he was doing. So we just connected, and I was like, I want to do an album. Can we work together? And he's like, yeah, man, Kijiji Records. And then Kanjii's like, for hype sana. Come through, my brother. So I felt like it's a very cool space.
When we first met, you got me looking at you on our eyes, man. It was like I was in another planet where the lilies and palm trees are dancing like a banquet. I was in my own world, running around dancing. Cause the way you look brought joy to the evening. It got worse when I found myself walking towards you, not in control of my feelings about you, not even knowing how I was going to approach you. Didn't care if I wasn't gonna get dismissed, cause deep inside I had a good feeling about this. Looking at you closely, so warm and so simple, a beautiful smile, got a glimpse of your dimples. This was a movie for sure, what's the sequel? This the day I met you, put my heart in a prison, life change. You introduced me to a new season.
Shukuru Mola kwa kutuleta pamoja, siku ya ndoa nitangoja, kwani wewe ni penzi langu namba moja. Mpenzi, mimi nakupenda. Shukuru Mola kwa kutuleta pamoja, siku ya ndoa nitangoja, kwani wewe ni penzi langu namba moja. Mpenzi, mimi nakupenda. Shukuru Mola kwa kutuleta pamoja, siku ya ndoa nitangoja, kwani wewe ni penzi langu namba moja. Mpenzi, mimi nakupenda. Nashukuru Mola kwa kutuleta pamoja, siku ya ndoa nitangoja, kwani wewe ni penzi langu namba moja.
Anyway, so so with Riga, he was one of Babs's 4 artists, and so we begin a conversation. I really like him. He's a humble kid. He's very switched on musically, and at this point we don't even know he can sing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Riga was a pure rapper at that point, but his lyrics are fresh, is whatever. But I also love that he was so young. Like I was like, oh man, we can do something with this, and so that's how Riga joined the stable.
So Babs is doing this audio engineering course at a place where he says Kijiji Records. I've never heard of him. In fact, he comes and tells me, do you know of an artist called Kanjii? I was like, no, never heard of him. It's like, do you know of a group called Milele? I was like, yeah, because I'm church folk, and they were the biggest Christian pop act at the time. So I was like, yeah, of course, the guys who like, they're so big, they even do tours in the States and whatever. Like, yes, those guys. So Kanjii was the lead man in Milele, lead singer. So he's come back to Kenya, he set up his own recording studio, and now Babs is working with Kanjii. So I was like, okay, that's cool. We kept doing the underdog thing because we were like, we've tried this thing for record labels, guys aren't gonna give us a chance, us guys are gonna do this thing from the ground up. Yeah, so we kept recording songs, but then there was one song in particular that was really, really nice. That it was a collabo between myself, Kevo K-Force, and another rapper known as Max Kinder, but we called him Adnick. So it was the 3 of us and Babs, and he was like, no, we need a proper studio to do this thing. Now, as he was a student at the Kijiji Records, like audio engineering school, Kanjii had a rule. He was like, guys, I don't record I don't allow my students to record anything in this studio. It's just to come and learn, and then you guys will go elsewhere and practice what you've learned. But he convinced him. I think he even paid him for a loose Sunday afternoon. He was like, my guys need to come and record this song. He hyped us up. He's like, these are the best rappers in Kenya. It's like, these are the guys who need to record. So Kanjii was like, all right, cool. Let's see what you can do. Sunday afternoon, there's no one in the studio. Come do your thing. So we went through, we recorded our song, and it was dope. We thought we were on our way. It was amazing being in a studio of that size magnitude. Yeah. And then Kanjii got to hear the song, and for some reason my verse stood out to him, and he reached out, and he called me. He was like, okay, yeah, dude, I really like your flow. We don't really sign hip-hop acts to this record label because they were doing Afrofusion, whatever that is. So as he told me, we don't really sign hip-hop acts. We don't do that, but we like you. So would you be willing to collab with one of the artists that we're working with? I was like, yeah, most definitely. And he was like, I can't pay you, but what I can give you is a free song and free studio time. I was like, I've made it. Went home, wrote my best rhymes, prepared. I was like, yeah, let's do it. But for some reason, it just felt like it wasn't a right fit. The artist, I don't know, something didn't sit right with me, even after preparing and everything. So I went back to Kanjii and I told him, bro, I don't think I'm able to do this. I want to go in a different direction with my music. At the time, I was like, yeah, I want to focus my music on the gospel message. That's what I want to do. And Kanjii was like, yo, that's phenomenal. In fact, he started opening up folders on the computer showing me, do you know this artist? I was like, yeah, I've heard of him. I was like, yeah, I've heard of DNG. DNG's a big deal. I was like, yeah, I'm working with him. Have you heard of Dana Seda? I was like, no, I haven't heard of him, but his music sounds great. I was like, have you heard of an artist called Sheila? I was like, yeah, I've heard of her. She's a big deal in the gospel music industry. Like, yeah, these are all the people that we're working with, and I want you to see if you can work with them too. And guess what? Your payment for free track, free studio time still works. I was in. I was sold. There's nowhere I could have gone anywhere else after that. But bear in mind, I was so young that I could not even sign a record deal. I was 17 at the time. But I kept working, and as I kept working, I got signed to Kijiji Records at some point. And then, which led up to me doing my debut album, The Awakening.
And then his first song was
It wasn't on Cheese's album, because he has a song on Cheese's album with you.
It was Sifa. Oh yeah. So we got him to feature to introduce him to the market. That's literally what we did. It was Sifa on Cheese's album.
It was that song on Cheese's album. Not even Sifa.
Oh, it wasn't Sifa.
No, Sifa was on his album, but he did a song just with you.
Got you. Okay, you know better than me.
Yeah, you're so great.
Yeah, but I think anyway, in terms of introducing him, I'm pretty sure the thought was, like, let's package him with someone who's already has something coming out, and that's how to kind of get him into the market. He was. Riga's always been a super special talent, man. Like most underrated, man. Yeah.
Takupa sifa, siku zangu zote baba. Takupa sifa, na mimi sitachoka. Ni nani ila wewe Yesu, wewe ni Bwana bora, Mungu wastahili sifa.
Kweli nina imani tutafika, kabla kwenda angani tutawika kwa sauti ya juu. Yesu siku ni kuu, bila shaka Yesu ni Bwana. Nilimwona ana kwa ana, ananibadili hadi tunapofanana, kisha ananistawisha, ananibadili maisha. Amenikomboa, ameniokoa, hata nikinoa, hata nikiseki ananikosoa, hata nikibleki ananiamsha, ananipa nguvu, anilinda kweli, anishika kabisa, kwisha kweli, anivita, anijua, ananitambua for sure, nitamtegemea nikikua.
Takupa sifa siku zangu zote Baba, takupa sifa na mimi sitachoka. Ni nani ila wewe Yesu, wewe ni Bwana Bwana Mungu, wastahili sifa.
Yo, bits of the old school fused with the new 5 mic, 4 mic, 3 mic, 2 1 mic.
Okay. So what then leads to the transition? Because you move. Let's continue there.
Okay.
And then into MWP. I think that's a monster of a conversation.
Okay, super.